Guys, welcome to Rising Vibration. I am driving and I've been wanting to do a series of readings this week, but I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to do it yet. But sorry for the shaking, it's going to shake a little bit, so sorry for the video on that, but I want to do a series. Oh my god. Anyway, I wanted to do something with each one of the zodiac signs that, for instance, ruined your life, completely fucked up your life, and people can say, it's your fault that this happened, but sometimes you really have people in your life that screw up your life, and anyway, you have people who ruin your life and you wonder if they're ever going to get their karma back. So for instance, Libra ruined my life. Will they ever get the karma back for what they did, etc., etc.? So that's what this, my nose is running, it's cold. But seriously, this reading is called, let's get back serious. This reading is called They Ruined My Life. Will they ever get payback? I hope you guys do enjoy the reading. Please don't take it that seriously. It's more for fun because it's not good to wish ill will on anyone. It's just a method of venting about your frustrations and just kind of look at this like a release for any frustration you can be having with a past partner who really ruined your life. So I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Take care. Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I just want to start off by explaining that these readings are not to wish any ill will or bad luck on anyone. I have a lot of people who don't even watch the video who are making comments as such. That is not the rationale for these readings, and that is not the intent behind the reading. Yeah, so that's the whole point, that everyone has a dark a negative side and a positive side. This is more to look at the dark side of a personality or of a zodiac sign, because that's what happens when someone treats you poorly or when someone does you wrong or someone treats you bad. They are reacting to their darker, lower base energy. So that's the nature of the readings. I hope you guys enjoy them. Take care. Bye-bye. This reading is for the Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign who did you dirty, and you want to know if they will get their karmic payback and comeuppance. They did you wrong. You feel like they ruined your life. It's clear that they were really acting from their very negative base energies, and you want to know if they'll get their payback. This is not a reading to wish any ill will or harm on any other sign, guys. Please don't take these readings like that. Stay through to the end and watch. You may be surprised about how the readings are moving along, but they are not to wish any ill will on anyone. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope I said that. This is for Libra. We're going to look at the karmic energy. We're going to look at those Libras who did you wrong in the area of intimate love relationships, ruined your life. Could be from years ago or recently. We're going to look at those Libra who did you wrong in the area of friendships. And then we're going to look at the area of love, money and career. Don't forget that love and money are from the same energy, but we're going to look at the area of career. So let's go ahead. This is for Libra who did you dirty, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Their karmic energy is the Queen. This is Leo, Taurus, Sun, Venus energy, the Queen, the Empress. But this is not a major arcana in this deck. So I feel like this is a Libra who really feels like they got it. They feel like they're a bit on their high horse. They feel very confident. They feel very attractive. They feel very successful, and they want a partner who they feel emulates all of these things about them. They're very focused. on their life circumstances and on being successful and on maintaining success. So this is the central energy for the Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's also an energy of temptation here. Them being tempted by the prospects of something. Now that could be another person, or that could be a job, but they're very tempted. They're very tempted by something, and they give in to their temptations here. It's a Libra who gave into their temptations. We're going to go straight into the area of love. It's a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in an intimate relationship who did their partner dirty. They ruined your life, and you want to know if they will get their karmic payback. You want to know if they will get it. We are starting off with Major Arcana, the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh. So they thought that they were doing the right thing for them. I can tell you that. I feel like they gave this a lot of thought. This wasn't a spontaneous, accidental thing that they did to you or they did to hurt you. They did what they wanted to do. They thought about it regardless of what they told you. And they found a great deal of pleasure in whatever it was that they did. And at some point, they didn't want to think about it that much. They didn't want to think about the consequences with this Major Arcana of the Hermit. It's like they only thought about all the positive outcomes, or they only thought about all the pleasure that they would get from doing this. They didn't want to think about the serious consequences of what they might do to hurt you in all of this. And glossing over, something about glossing over the loss. So will they finally get their comeuppance in the area of love? We have Major Arcana, the Hangman. So this is some pretty serious energy for Libra in the area of love relationships. The other readings didn't really have this like this with two Major Arcana. This is them still not getting what they bargained for or getting what they want. It may have worked temporarily, but whatever was held out before them didn't meet their expectations. Whatever they left for did not meet their expectations. And it's like immature. It's like it's not even realistic. There's no realism here. There's no long-term prospects here. And now they're stuck in their love life. I feel like they're stuck in a situation that isn't meeting their expectations, but they don't really know how to move away from it. And in a way, they're feeling quite trapped. So will they get their karmic comeuppance? I'm going to pull one more for this. I haven't done this for the other signs. So we have the Queen of Cups now. I think the main thing here is that the Libra who left or damaged or did something in the area of their love or intimate life, they're trapped in this cycle. They're trapped into something that they can't get out of or they can't move away from, or even that they don't want to, and that is their karmic retribution. That maybe this situation isn't the best for them, but they don't know how to break out of it. I do have to pull one more because I would like to know it, confirm if that is the case. Look at that. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the third time this has come up in these readings. So again, this is a card of repetition. This is a card of a cycle. This is a card of trying, making mistakes, trying again, trying again. You can imagine you're also going to get exhausted. There's also a type of boredom here. Their partner could be bored with them, especially with the Hermit and the Major Arcana, the Hermit, and the Major Arcana, the Hangman. This is also something about boredom here. So they got what they wanted. And what they wanted didn't have much substance to it with this Knight of Cups. And they're trying to make it out to be more than what it is with the Queen of Cups, the Major Arcana, the Hangman, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is someone trying to make something work that perhaps needs to be let go of. So I think the karmic retribution is if they're staying in this cycle when they probably might need to move out of it or to face reality, because this is a person with Major Arcana the Hermit who did not want to face reality. They want to stay in a dream world with this little Knight of Cups, this little immature energy that doesn't amount to much unless you have a type of maturity developing, and it has to be both partners developing, which doesn't seem to be the case. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to see if we need to come back to this love area. We're going to go on to the area of friendships for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, friendships that they damaged or destroyed. And you want to know if they're going to get their karmic comeuppance. This is for friendship. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of aggravation here. I feel like there's also quite a bit of argumentation. People are arguing here. There's discontent in general with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. There's some discontent. There's a controlling energy. I feel like people are telling other people to shut up, and this is highly offensive, by the way, for the Libra. Unsettled friendship, unsettled social life. Relying quite heavily on the intimate life in place of friendship. So this can also be a lack of friendship here, a lack of many friends that they can trust, that they actually have faith in. So they're putting their focus in other areas besides friendships because they can feel like they don't really have friends that they can trust or even friends that they want to hang out with. So they're relying on their partner also for this aspect of friendship in their life. So do they finally get their comeuppance? I don't know why with Libra I'm having to pull so many cards. I don't like that. We have Major Arcana the Devil. And again, this is about being caught in that type of a vicious cycle that we already mentioned before. I'm going to use this to bridge over the energy because this is like being caught in a cycle that this person over here in this love life, I feel like is dominating everything. They're dominating their friendships. They're dominating their relationships with their family. And that's part of the whole karmic retribution. You have to be careful who you tie yourself up with. This Eight of Pentacles, this is also being tied up. He's tied up with work. You have to be careful who you get tied up with because you don't know how long. Look how tatty his clothes are in here too. What value is this going to bring you? Not just monetary value, but also social value, psychological value. I feel like there's a lack of thinking about this before they got into it, and now it's coming over in all areas of their life, the impact of it. The impact of it. So let's look at work. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign who did you dirty in the area of work and money. Will they finally get their comeuppance? We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Still working for what they want or what they need. Feeling like they don't really have exactly what they want or need in terms of monetary pay. How will it finally go for Libra? We have the Ace of Wands. They're going to be focusing a lot on their work life, trying to see some improvement there because they can feel like their friendships lack some kind of a value and their love relationship has dominated everything to the point where people might feel like they're really under the control of their partner, or have a very dominant partner who's controlling things. And they're going to really focus in their work area. But will it go well for them? if they damage someone in their work, little by little, step by step, they're not making any big, huge gains in their area of work and monetary payout. They're making it steady. You know, it's not they're not going backwards, but they're not going forward. Let's say, um, but in general, the work looks stable. We have the Nine of Swords finally for the work. And then we're going to pull a good tarot. So it could be, again, that they just feel like in life things aren't, with the Nine of Swords, things aren't generally going how they want. Yeah, the Major Arcana, the Devil, and the Nine of Swords, like things aren't going exactly how they want or exactly how they thought that they would. They feel like they're taking one step forward, two steps back, and they're trying to figure out how to break out of this cycle. They're starting to question their love life and if the person who they chose is actually the right person, because in their friendships they feel like they're missing something, that the person maybe can't fill all the gaps everywhere in their life. So the final advice for those of you who are dealing with the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, male or female, who damaged or destroys your life and you want to know if they will get their comeuppance, we have the Five of Swords, and so generally, generally this is, I don't know, I'm drawing a bit of a blank on this. For the final advice for you, this is something like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this, those of you who are dealing with the Libra, you're still hurt by things with them, but I feel like it's because you feel perhaps like you were duped by them. Um, like you saw who they really were, but you're still remembering, or you still, I don't know, it's like this element of you saw them completely differently than how they turned out to be, and you're still struggling with the fact that how could you misjudge someone so much? How could you have made such a miscalculation in this person's character? And with this Five of Swords, it's just like some people are really good at putting on those personas. Also with this Queen, some people are very talented at putting on the persona of being a good guy or a good girl or having your best intentions at heart. And that's it. Finally, maybe the Libra got duped in the same way. Someone put on this persona to project themselves in a completely different way, and they got duped in the same way. You're not out of it. You can make choices and decisions for yourself beyond this. And I think that would be the final advice. I want to go ahead and read this Five of Swords here because I feel like it's necessary. It's a Five of Air, tension and conflict. Conflict is a good way to see my motives and intentions. I can use this experience to grow into a more authentic version of myself. It's not important to win. It's important to have integrity. Other people have different ways of thinking and may not always be in agreement with me. I open to this opportunity to live and let live. Yeah, so there is something about that, about you, about authenticity, about people being who they really are and seeing people for who they really are. And maybe you thought that you were with an angel, and in fact, this person turned out to be the devil, but that's not any reflection on you, that you only saw the best in this person, you know, even though they weren't the best person. Try not to let that be reflection on you or to damage your thinking about yourself and your ability to determine the best people or good people or right people to be in your life. We're going to go ahead and leave it there for Libra. I hope you guys did enjoy that reading. Take care. Bye-bye.